On today's Living in Toronto, rock and roll. A local photographer takes us back to the groovy 60s with his amazing photo collection.
Chuck Berry, Jimi Hendrix, John Lennon, Jim Morrison, Mick Jagger. Picture this, you're 17, it's 1969, and the Toronto Star hires you to photograph the greatest rock and roll acts of all time. Well, like a scene out of the movie Almost Famous, local photographer Godfrey Jordan did just that. How does a 17-year-old guy get lucky enough to shoot the greatest rock and roll stars of our time?
Well, I was shooting pictures for the school yearbook and newspaper and just happened to walk into the Star one day and said, here's my stuff, give me a chance, and the first show they sent me out to do was Jimi Hendrix. I proved myself and they just kept on sending me out to do other things. None of my friends in high school believed what I was doing as my part-time work, so I in fact at one occasion had to have my picture taken with James Brown.
What did your friends say when they found out?
Well, they said, well, that's, no, I guess we got to believe you, that's no more BS, that's, I guess the picture proves it.
One photo or one story behind a photo that really sticks in your mind?
Jim Morrison. By chance, I happened to be riding along with a motorcycle group who were shooting the intro for a movie, and we were escorting the doors from the airport to Varsity Stadium where the show was. I pulled up alongside as Jim Morrison looks right into the camera, and as the song says, keep your eyes on the road, your hands upon the wheel. That's Jim Morrison in the shot.
Did you get to hang out with any stars?
Well, the closest I came to that was sitting with John and Yoko after his first performance without the other Beatles. 1 week after this particular shot was taken, he went back and told the other Beatles, that's it, I'm quitting the band. So this is really the moment that everything changed for John Lennon.
Your son is 17.
Yes. He loves all of this music. He loves to hear these greats. And I mean, this music is very much alive for the younger generation.
What was it like to find all these pictures?
I thought it was pretty cool. I didn't think all these stories were really true at first. Well, I didn't think my dad met some of these people and took pictures of them, but turned out when I saw one of them, I was just, oh yeah, definitely all of them are definitely true.
So are you the coolest dad on earth?
Hardly. I'm just, you never are to your own kids.
So what was Toronto like in 1969?
It was very passive. It was at that point where it was still a very innocent city. It was very blissful. And of course, this was the summer of Woodstock. It was just a beautiful time. I was fortunate enough to be there at a time in Toronto's cultural history when, for those 6 months, the greatest acts in the world came through.
What is the lasting legacy for you of that summer, 1969?
That I was fortunate enough to be taking photos for this period of time that if I didn't take any other photos, I'm satisfied with. It wasn't just the great performers of the time, it was their memories locked into it. And of course, so many kids went to these shows but didn't have cameras. So in a way, I found out that what I was doing was documenting it on their behalf.